President of the National Lead Institute, Troy Clark, sharing his take on the prevalence of gender-based violence in the Caribbean. Clark says the National Institute has launched its Race to Save Our Communities, community school, and gender-based violence prevention program on the island of Grand Bahama next month at 2 locations in the Freeport area and the 8 Mile Rock district.
On April 15, the Institute kicks off this initiative with our stakeholders, the International Society of Substance Use Professionals, and hopefully the Department of Social Services, where we will be hosting a gender-based violence or violence against women and children workshop, and it's going to be free for the entire community. What we are doing is targeting corporate Grand Bahama, and because they have supported us financially, we want them to send out 2 or 3 of their staff members.
Clark also weighing in on the recent incident involving death threats at Bishop Michael Eldon School. He says there are at-risk factors that may cause young persons in our communities to behave in such ways.
These risk factors span all 5 social development sectors. You have the family, you have peer group, you have school, you have individual characteristics, and you have community conditions. And some of those risk factors that young people can gravitate towards gang prior delinquency, illegal gun ownership, drug trafficking, a desire for group rewards such as status, identity, self-esteem, companionship, and protection, antisocial attitudes, aggression, alcohol and drug use, early early sexual activities.
Later in April, the Institute plans to provide facilitators certification training in basic counseling skills and crisis prevention for community stakeholders. The training will equip facilitators with the skills necessary to help reduce violence within our communities.
Protective factors that I had to mitigate against those risk factors. I went to Sunday school. I attended Boys Brigades, Royal Ambassadors. I went to Sunday school. And so those things were the mitigating factors that actually helped me not to succumb to those risk factors, getting involved in the gang lifestyle. And that is what many of our young people face today on the island of Grand Bahama. If we don't address the risk factors, single parenting, aggressiveness, early initiation of violent behaviors within the school, like we saw just the other day with threats.
International Women's Day is celebrated annually on March 8th, and the Lead Institute is making it a focal point in the women's rights movement to bring attention to issues such as gender equality, reproductive rights, and violence and abuse against women. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Philippe.